The iconic Sega Genesis game Gaiares is returning. The game originally released back in 1990 in Japan and North America. It was one of the first cartridges for the Sega Genesis that had an 8 megabit board. This game was massive. It had a lot going on. It was a horizontal shooter, but it stood apart from other similar games of its time with the unique gameplay elements that it had going on. The dynamic levels where you could kind of move around a little more instead of just straight horizontal left and right. You can go up and down in certain areas. So many things going on here. You had a satellite type weapon called the Taz, which you would use to steal weapons from other enemies. And if you stole the same weapon multiple times, it would power up. You could change the speed of your ship to make it control differently depending on the stage that you're in, if you need to go faster or slower, that kind of thing, while you're moving around. The weapons that you could steal, I believe there was 18 of them in total. There's some crazy boss fights in this game. Overall, it was nuts. And now, Retrobit is bringing it back in a nice little collector's edition that's going to be a limited run type of thing. Pre-orders are live as of this video going live anyway. And this is what you're getting here. Commemorative t-shirt, an exclusive interview with James Bunker, and they got some images of him recreating that little promotion that he was part of. Full color manual, reversible cartridge sleeve, depending on which version of the cover you like. Both original styles there. Embellished slipcover, translucent cartridge. A lot of cool stuff going on here at a reasonable price. This is one of those games that does fetch a little bit of money for the original release, and it was never, put out in Europe, and this is going to be available to people in Europe if they want to buy this cartridge and have it part of their collection. I've really been digging the Retrobit stuff lately, but let's take a closer look at everything that's included here. So here we go with their cartridge in that little translucent shell. These are renders, but it gives you a good idea of what you're getting yourself into when the final product does release. I like how they have the Japanese characters on the back of the board there, and it can be seen through the shell. Like these little touches they've been doing, I think is pretty sweet. So there's that, the cartridge connector that, connects to the cartridge slot on your Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. It is a beveled edge, so you're not just going to be sticking a brick in your system and jacking up the cartridge connector there. So they're making sure everything's legit with the specs and whatnot, the voltage and all that. Another angle there. Really dig the way they have that the gold color or copper, whatever it is, shining through the back of that cartridge. Let's move on, see what else we're getting. Another angle. And here's the back of the box. Renovation product published by Retrobit, designed in the US of A. Mother Earth has been turned into an environmental wasteland. So essentially what it is, there's amazing cutscenes in this game as well, anime style cutscenes, and I've been doing a lot of videos on games like this, and that's always one of the things I appreciate with some of these older games, where they put like fully fledged storylines in them on these horizontal shooters, because not all of them did that. Like a lot of them kind of just stuck to their arcade roots and just said, screw it, just play from beginning to end. We ain't gonna bother you with nothing in the middle. But when they have these quick little cutscenes like this game does, I really appreciate it. But like the Earth is all jacked up, humans, totally destroyed everything. It's all polluted. And then these aliens are going to use the pollution to create like a super weapon. And then some other people, who are they? I don't know. It probably says on there. I'm just kind of going off of what I know. Some agency or the United Star Cluster, whoever it is, they're like, if you can't destroy these freaking aliens, we're going to blow up your sun. And you guys are all dead. Like, you want to go inhabit somewhere else, but these guys are going to, use Earth as a weapon type of thing. That's pretty much the gist of it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I missed some details there, and you probably read all that while I was talking. So whatever. Here's one of the versions of the cover, reversible cover. I believe one's the U.S. version, the other's the Japanese, at least from my research anyway. So there's that. Here's the other side of the cover. If you do it this way, Renovation Games, Mother Earth. That's what Gaiares pretty much means, is Earthless. Like, you guys jacked it up. You're going to be Earthless. Like Gaia and less. It's Earthless. We're done. No more Earth here. You done jacked it up, dude. But very beautiful looking cartridge, man. I cannot wait to get my hands on this one. I've been really digging all these shooters coming back out from plenty of different companies, but Retrobit, they've been specializing in doing, retro re-releases. And it's really cool when they're allowing this stuff to be released in regions that they were never released in before, putting them out in a whole new high quality product. Like Retrobit has evolved over the years, and these cartridges they put out now, like the plastic used for the shell, it's freaking amazing. We've talked, and you've probably seen that with some of their recent releases. There you go. There's the back of the shell with the Japanese see-through action, more of the cover action, certificate of authenticity. It says number out of 3,000, just a placeholder. They did note that in like the press release, like, hey, just depends on how many sells. So let's keep moving here. I think that might be about it. There's the instruction manual. Gaiares is number one. James Bunker interview. So there'll be a whole interview with him. I don't know exactly what. I haven't seen the inside of this thing yet, but I thought that was pretty interesting. I saw in the promotional materials, they have him recreating. I'll put that up in a second. They have him recreating this promotion in 2021. So that's pretty freaking cool, man. Like 30, 31 years later. Looks like you're going to choose between a large or an extra large shirt. So if you're really tiny or you're really big, sorry. Either gain some weight or lose some, I guess. I don't know. But there you go. A little collectible, man. Some people will never wear this stuff to begin with. Like, it's a recreation of that original shirt. It does say Retrobit on the back, I believe. What do we got? Oh, here's the slipcover. The back of the slipcover, some screenshots of the anime-ish cutscenes, which do look really good. I love that 90s anime style. Like Macross, freaking Robotech, looking stuff. Like, I digs it, man. I digs it. Yeah, Retrobit on the back of the shirt. I don't know why this was out of order. But there you go, man. Really cool looking collection. I mean, it's a single game, but you know what I'm saying. A collector's type thing. Love what Retrobit's been doing. If you're interested, link will be down below. There's going to be plenty of places where you could pre-order this. Castlevania game is going to be one of the places in North America. In Europe, you're going to have other places as well. The Retrobit site will guide you in the correct direction. But yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be jumping on this one. It's not like the most expensive game on the Sega Genesis, but it is one that I've noticed if you're looking for complete in box and it's not like a Chinese repro or something, it's an original copy of the game. I've seen complete in box anywhere. It's always dependent upon the condition, man. So these numbers just, it means nothing really. Just what people may be willing to spend. It's not worth anything unless you're willing to spend it. But I've seen them going for anywhere between $150 to $250. So this whole set, from what I understand, is $55. Pretty sweet to get an official, reproduction, essentially. That's what it is. It's not the original cartridge. It's a, repro of the original that is officially licensed. I can digs it. If you could digs it, take a look. Really do appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with me on this one. Give you guys a big ass thumb butt in your face. Blurry like a Bigfoot. Bye.